Nigerian folk tales. No condition is permanent. Once upon a time, in a five-well village named Ikoko, there lived a poor carpenter named Alegbe. Alegbe was a very poor because people of Idoko make their furniture themselves. Only few people patronized him. However, Alegbe was a good and honest man. Alegbe had a cousin named Akuga. Akuga was a rich man who had inherited many properties from his parents. But Akuga was very proud and arrogant. He talked to people anyhow and always said he hates poor people. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time of coming to my life, and this is my first time of coming to live actually, I've never been to live before. This is my first time of doing live on YouTube. So guys, if this is your first time, please kindly subscribe and share my videos. Please, I beg you, share my videos. Always recommend, always comment on my videos. It's not been easy. We've been trying. We're just trying to like bring one or two to make you guys happy. Okay, so this story is about a man who lived in a particular village. This man has been battling with life. This man has been struggling with life. Understand? So I will be sharing this story with you guys. I'll be sharing it with you guys tonight. So it's not easy. It's not easy in Africa. It's not easy over the world because Africans are passing a lot of things. We are really passing a lot of things. But we give God the glory since there is life and we believe there is hope. And one day things will definitely change for good. Understand? So today I'm going to be sharing a story of a man with you. Titled "No Condition is Permanent." Title what? No condition is permanent. And then on the next video that we'll be doing, on my last video on my, I think is it on my, or in my, on my next live stream that will be going on, I will do on I'll bring a topic on herbal medicine. Herbal medicine. I know it's a lot of herbal medicine which you can even get it yourself and treat yourself whatever is disturbing you. I have a lot about a lot. I have a lot. So um don't worry, on my live video I'll be sharing that with you. So ladies and gentlemen, no, I don't sorry, don't mind me because i'm always I'm always like an Hausa man. In fact, I'm an Hausa man, so that intonation has been costing one or two, but I believe I'll try. English is not my language. I'm just learning. I'm learning. I didn't go to school, so the only school I only attended primary school, and that's all. So I'm using my primary school knowledge to be reading all these things, or to be writing one or two. Understand? So I prayed maybe someday I'll continue, I'll further more to get more. Understand now? I know despite the brain is getting old, but I'll find a way to lose it so that I'll put some oil on it so that it will revive itself. Even I know it will never revive itself like those days, but it will try and be okay. It will try. So I'll be sharing this Nigerian folktales with you this afternoon. So ladies and gentlemen, just pay attention. And once if you like it, please don't fail to share it, and don't fail to comment on the comment section that is okay. Once you like this story, please just type is okay so that I can go ahead and shoot it in a video for us, not normal reading. I will just so that I can shoot it as a story. So uh, now I'm about to start. So just pay attention, guys. Pay attention. I'll read the chapter one for you. The chapter one. The chapter one. I'll read down chapter one. I'll also read the chapter two. So guys, don't mind this my spec. Spec that is this spec. All right. So guys, pay attention. Pay attention. I'm about to kick off. So this is a story of a young man titled "No Condition is Permanent." Once upon a time, in a faraway village named Ikoko, there lived a poor carpenter named Alegbe. Alegbe was very poor because people of Ikoko made their furniture themselves. Only few people patronized him. However, Alegbe was a good and honest man. Alegbe had a cousin named Akuga. Akuga was a rich man who had inherited many properties from his parents. But Akuga was very proud and arrogant. He talked to people anyhow, and he always said he hated poor people. Akuga had many farmland and had plenty of workers on his farm. One day, Alegbe and his wife had a quarrel. His wife was not happy that he was too poor and he could not provide enough for his family. They are spending the previous night without food, and that morning there was no food. His wife told him that marrying him was a big mistake. That made Alegbe very sad. He left he left home and went to a shop. There was no customer. Hmm. This is life, and the life is not easy. As there is no customer as usual, then Alegbe began to think. He had to find another work to do. Carpenter was the trade he had learned. Then he thought that perhaps he could start a farm and even start fishing as well. If he fished, he could feed his family. He was not happy that his family was hungry. But then he had no land to farm upon and he had no fish tools to fish with. Perhaps you should you, sh- perhaps you should go to his cousin. Akuga asked for help. He did not want to go to Akuga because he knew he was arrogant, his cousin was. He sat there in the shop thinking and worrying. His wife came by, seeing him there. She was annoyed. She looked at him. You are sitting here doing nothing, and you know we are hungry at home. The woman shouted at him. Alegbe looked at her and said nothing. He knew she was a troublemaker, especially when she was hungry. If you like, sit there like a piece of wood and hold your head in your hand, thinking a miracle would happen. You had better go and find work to do. That's what his wife told him. You are not better than laborers in the field, she said. Still, he did not say anything. He just looked at her quietly. He did not want to embarrass him. He didn't want her to embarrass him. Life is not easy. Life is not been easy out there. So, my brother, no condition is permanent. As I was saying, I'm still continuing. You better call home with money because I had gone to take foodstuff on credit to feed our children, she said and walked away. Ale- Alegbe, Alegbe thought of what his wife had said. He was not better than a laborer in the field. A thought struck him. He could go to Akuga and ask him to give him a job as a laborer on his farm. Ladies and gentlemen, this is chapter 1. This chapter 1. This chapter 1 of the story. So, should I continue with it? Don't mind my reading the way I read. Please don't mind me. I'm just reading it. Okay, understand? Don't mind the way I read. Oh. And this is just chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So let me read the chapter 2 for you. Chapter 2 of the story, still no condition is permanent. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to drop in the chapter 2 right now. So, chapter 2 began. Akuga frowned when he saw Alegbe coming to his house. Akuga frowned when he saw Alegbe coming down to his house. Oh, you poor people, you don't like to sit down in one place. You just move about to beg for what to eat, Akuga said. Alegbe shook his head in self-pity. Have not to come to beg you for food, my cousin, Alegbe said. Akuga sneered at him in disbelief. So what bring a poor man to the home of a wealthy man like me, if not to beg for what to eat, Akuga said. Hmm. I only come to ask you to give me a job in your farmland to work as a laborer, said Akuga. To work as a laborer, said Alegbe. Akuga laughed out and longed to give out a job as a laborer. Why do you want me to give you that job? Akuga asked. So I can feed my family, Alegbe said. Akuga laughed again. You came here to beg me for a job as a mere laborer, and that is because you want something to eat and feed your family, he said. Hmm, I'm used. Yet you deny that you have not come here to ask for what to eat. Alegbe was embarrassed. He did not expect that from his cousin. He didn't expect that from his cousin would mock him like this. It is a job. So it is a job. I want to... Oh my goodness. Is it a mistake here? What? Okay, it's a job I want to. It's a job I want so that I can work and earn money to take care of my family. Okay. Hmm. Well, if you're a poor man, you will suffer for this life. Oh, it's not easy. Not every wedding man would like to assist you. Not every man would like to. Hmm. Akuga was quiet now. He was staring at the poor man. He shook his head. Anyway, I don't have job for you as you are denying that you are not here to beg for what to eat, he said. Alegbe breathed out and hard look at Akuga. Akuga, you are my brother. I have to come to ask you for anything. Today is the first time I have come here to ask for anything. I ask I have not asked you to give me money or food. I have asked you to give me work to earn and pay you. This story is getting somehow. It means there's an error here. Um ah is this an error or is it from my head? This story I've messed it up. Oh my god. Is it that I'm tired? Is it the tiredness of me or what? Because I wish I'd continued with this story. Yes, now I've asked you not to give me work to earn a pay. All right, let me go to the paragraph again. Let me take it once again. Alegbe breathed out hard and looked at Akuga. Akuga, you are my brother. I have never come to ask you for anything. Today is the first time I have come here to ask you for anything. I have I have not asked you to give me money or food. I have asked you to give me work to earn a pay, and you are making jest of me, he said, offended. I said I don't have a job for you. Live here with your poverty, Akuga said. Alegbe was really sad. He walked away and was thinking of what he could do. Perhaps he should try his hands of hunting, but he had no gun. He knew he could not return home just like that. He returned to his shop and sat down, wondering what to do. Then a thought struck him. Perhaps he could make, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps he could make a beautiful piece of chair that was different from the one the people have seen before. He began to think of how the chair would look like. Hmm, I can get it now. I'm start getting myself. I've started getting myself. I've started getting myself. Even if the people did not like the chair, he thought he could sell it to the neighboring village. He, he took his tools and some wood lying in his shop and began to work. He made some sculptural design on his chairs and polished it. The design looked so beautiful. He put the chairs outside and admired it. But, but by now, it was already nightfall and nobody could see it other than it being a chair. Alebe's wife was furious when he returned home without money. She insulted him and called him a poor lazy man who could not feed his family. I told you that I had collected foodstuff on credit and you returned home without money. What kind of a man are you? She laughed angrily. Alebe was quiet but hot. His wife refused to give him food. She told him it would be a great sin for him to eat the food he did not provide. He went to bed without food. All through that night, he could not sleep. He thought of his life. Why was the poor? Why was he poor? He thought of his life. Why was he poor? He knew he was not a lazy man like his wife always said. What could he do to escape poverty? He thought of his cousin, Akuga. He sighed. He sighed. He wished he never went to him because Akuga did not help him but insult him instead. Then he decided he would take his new chair to neighboring village in the hope that people of village who would marvel at his chair and buy it at a good price. Once his wife woke up to relieve herself and noticed that he was awake, she is. You better think of a way to bring money home, otherwise I am ready to leave you and return to my father's house with my children, she said. He did not believe she would do that, but he wanted to make money and make his family comfortable and happy, at least to an extent. I wish to continue this story. I wish to continue reading it, but as it is now, my head is stuck off. Many things, things don't choke my head. Plenty things don't choke my head. I wish to continue this story, but if you understand from my way I read the story, is being somehow to me. It's been somehow. Is it because this is my first time of coming on live? This is my first time. I never do something like this, but I never did something like this before. This is my first time of coming on live, so you guys should just bear with me. I'm just learning. But I believe my next life will be better than this. My next life will be better than this. This is my first time of coming on live, so I don't know if I'm shy or something else, but I believe in the next video I'll do much better. And the next video I'll do much better. So guys, please just forgive me for that, okay? And just like I said earlier, I said on the next video, I'll be teaching you on how to use some herbal root for yourself to cure some one or two things that's bothering you. Understand? So I know much more about root. I know much more about root, and I believe I will teach you on what to do, how to get the root. Even if I can't get it to you, if I can't send them to you, but I can recommend you some route that will help you. Understand? All this menstruation of getting painful menstruation, a lot of things. Understand? Waist pain, low sperm count. We have a lot. I have a lot. So guys, I I believe I will teach you on the next video. So just bear with me. Oh, this is my first time. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about my country. Let's talk about my country. Let's talk about my country. Let's talk about my country entirely. My country, Nigeria. My country, Nigeria is not an easy country. I believe it's one of the best country in the whole world. A country that has many that's been gifted with many things, a lot of gold. In fact, nothing Nigeria is lacking, but the way we use it, the way our leaders use it, they are misusing it. I wish we were still under colonial masters for them to even take care of this country for us. It would have been more better than being in the hand of these old people. People don't want the progress of the country. Who don't want any good thing about the nation. They don't want the progress of this country. We have a lot of them that don't want the benefit of this country. Nigeria is not lacking anything in terms of resources. We are not lacking anything at all. Nigeria has the highest resources in the whole world, I guess, because nothing you find in Nigeria that you can't get. There's no resources you look for in Nigeria that you can't get. You can get any resources from Nigeria. We are blessed. Nigeria is really blessed, but we are not blessed with the good leaders. We are not blessed with leaders. We are not blessed with people that will take this country forward. We are not blessed with them. I believe if I wish it was the white people that are leading this country. I believe this country might not be like this. This country should have gone beyond this level, but the level we are now, we are still in level 001. Nigeria is in level 001 compared to where the white people have gone. The white people are in level 101, while Nigeria is still battling to get that one. We are still battling to get the one. White people have gone far, have gone beyond our expectations. White people have gone far, far, far. And I wish I'm a white man. But I still thank God I'm still a black man. And I still appreciate the fact I'm a black man. I'm proud of it. But the bad leadership in Africa is too bad. It's too bad. Africa, Africa. That is why I said we are blessed with everything, but how to use it is the issue. How to use it is a problem, because in most African countries, what they are facing, the challenges we are facing is bad leadership. We are facing a bad leadership. We are facing bad leadership. Our leaders are not helping matters. Our leaders are not helping the citizens. They don't. I don't understand why African leaders are always like that. They will go down to abroad, they'll be forming, claiming as if they are doing well in their country. But none of African countries' citizens are doing well. The entire Africans are not doing well. Not entire, but some majority, 95% of Africans are not doing well. 95% of African countries are not doing well at all. Let me take away the North Africans. I can't include them in that because North Africans are white people. Their mentality is very okay. Then reason well, then reason as an human being. But you see in Africa we don't reason. Our mentality is poor. It's because our leaders have made us understand that our leaders have made us understand that poverty is our home. Yes, that's why if you notice today we'll be traveling out to another countries. We travel to white Europe, Asia, all those to go and look for money. It's because of what our leaders make things difficult for us. I wish we have leaders like all these European countries. If we have leaders like that, Africa would have been a better country, a better continent. But our leaders are very, very, very kind, very bad people. African leaders are bad. African leaders are bad. I just have to say this. So at this junction, I believe let me drop my video here. But in the next video, on the next live, I'll do much better than this. So since this is my first time, let me not take enough time. Let me just manage this and bear with me maybe on the next video, please. And guys, don't be angry with me the way I read my story. This is my first time. Just understand with me, and I believe in the next video I'll do better. Since I've read chapter 1 and chapter 2, I'll do better on my next video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. At this junction, I remain my humble self. Bye for now. Where do I end this live now? you want to start doing?